Hey guys, it's John here today. We have a few things going on. We're doing some client check-ins, we're checking in on some flower beds, working on some irrigation, and then we're gonna go home and play musical pots in the container garden. We need to take out some things that are kind of finished for the growing season and pop in some new plants that we have to take their place. So I'm gonna show you guys what we're doing at this client's house. We're just gonna fertilize things and kind of just touch things up just to check in on all the flowers. And then we're gonna go and look at some irrigation. You guys, I did not bring enough tubing to that job. So I'll show you guys what we're doing over there. And yeah, I'm gonna flip this camera around and show you guys some pretty things. I've showed you guys this bed before, but it looks better and better every week. The snapdragons look so good. The sonnet rose in the corners. The alyssum here, just a beautiful drift. Look at that, isn't that gorgeous? I'm obsessed. We did a full garden tour of this particular bed last week, so go check that out if you guys haven't seen it. But we're gonna go fertilize so that these blooms keep pumping out. Oh my gosh, I'm obsessed with these snapdragons. They're so pretty. This is the 20 peach, or it's the 20 bronze. I'm thinking it's the bronze and there was kind of a mix-up, but either way, it's still gorgeous. So we're watering a bunch of her succulents. This is a cute little elephant ear tree that we keep on her table right there. It's the cutest thing ever, but we do have to hand water it. So we water this once a week. Over here, give that a good soak. And then we're gonna soak these other elephant foods once a week in the summer, and then usually maybe every 2 or 3 weeks the rest of the year, but they're pretty hardy. We love putting these in containers. We did touch up this container back here. The cyclamen still look good, but we popped in some of these impatiens just to give a little bit of a spring color vibe here. And the fertilizer we're using is just the Proven Winners water soluble fertilizer. Oh, switch this. We put 2 scoops in each container. Each watering can is 2 gallons, but it's just a water soluble fertilizer. I have been having a hard time finding this on Amazon, so I've been using the Jax, just because that's been available. Okay, there we go. So we used about 4 cans of watering cans full of fertilizer water on this bed, which is about 8 gallons in this bed roughly. But you guys, look at these roses. They are in full bloom, these iceberg roses. So lovely. Icebergs are really easy to care for, and I don't know why. Some of them are shorter and some of them are taller. I just think that's like the graft maybe that was used on them, but that's okay. We're gonna go in the back and fertilize some containers. I'll show you guys what we're doing there. Of course, the foxgloves and delphiniums look so pretty back here. I think next week we're gonna come in and take out some of the stuff in the front and maybe pop in some more heat-loving plants. These anemones and ranunculus are a bit tired here. Oh, look at these snapdragons. I love the kale too, the kale with the foxgloves. I think that's really cool. All these pots look so good. We did like a full tour a week ago, so definitely check that out. But you guys, I'm so happy. Spring is such a beautiful time for petunias. They do really well in that like mid-range temperature, like 70s through like upper 90s. They love this temperature. We usually don't trim them back too much. We let them just take over. They are getting kind of big on the side here, but that's totally fine. There is some, like, I wouldn't say break it, it's not breaking, but it is bending over here and kind of flopping over a little bit, but it's gonna grow right back, I believe. They're so pretty, you guys. I could sit out here all day. Just imagine this is your view in the container garden. This is one of my favorite views. This line right here. But I do want to point out this alyssum, this Dazinger alyssum. Look how gorgeous that is. It's been blooming. One of the only like non-stop bloomers from fall to spring here. The petunias slow down a little bit in the winter, but this alyssum has been going gangbusters this entire time. And of course the roses look so beautiful. So freaking beautiful. Do need to do some deadheading. There we go. Okay, you guys, we are at stop number 2. We need to finish up some irrigation work. Last week, I'll show you guys what we did. We plumbed some 1/4 inch line with the emitters every 6 inches, and we just need to do the same thing on on this bed. We ran out of tubing, so we brought extra tubing today, and hopefully we can get it all done. So we're just gonna tap into the tubing that they have available that's next to each rose bush and kind of just go along and keep tapping into them so we have nice even pressure and kind of just do this whole line. Last time we did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, well, there's actually six rows here. So we're gonna try to do the same thing over here. Add a 1/4 inch T. We're gonna finish this up, you guys, and I'll show you what it looks like at the end. I am just so intoxicated by all the roses. They smell so good right now. I'm so happy we can work next to these beautiful plants. It's supposed to be in the 90s today. Well, almost 90. I think 89 was the high today. Almost 100 is on the forecast this week. So getting irrigation in place is crucial this time of year. Alrighty, we are all wrapped up with the irrigation. We did 6 lines again down the middle for the best coverage. We can't wait to fill in. We're gonna put in some Lisianthus, Angelonia, Celotias, and a few other flowers. So we are on our way home now. We're gonna go pack up the car and we're gonna go play musical pots in her backyard. I just got back and Kyle just got back from Costco, so I'm gonna help him unload his car and then we'll play musical pots. Kyle's been juicing, so he got a lot of grapes, lots of lemons and apples. Of course, we have to get potting soil. We're in the backyard now trying to pot up some things, and we're running out of room. So I'm gonna show you guys some flowers that we have ready to plant. A lot of the summer stuff we're getting ready to plant in. It's still a little early. The winter stuff still looks so old. The stuff we planted in the fall, the cool season crops, still look good. Usually they start fizzling out when we're consistently in the 90s, which we are this week. So maybe by next week we'll have to be switching out a lot more stuff. But I'll show you guys some really fun stuff that we have been dying to get in the ground. So these are some vincas. We love the Kauai vincas. This is Kauai peppermint. Look how beautiful that is. I love the white with the red. And from last year, this was our favorite in terms of like growth structure and habit. But I always love having the blue ones. This is Kauai Blueberry Kiss. I love her. I believe this is coral. This is Kauai Coral. This is another great color. And these are all in like 32s. So 2.5 inch pots. There's 32 per flat. And then some sweet potato vines over there. On the side of our house, we have a ton of stuff that we're getting ready. Oh my gosh, you guys, we got rid of the crate garden. We got rid of the crate garden. They were not looking great. And it's gonna be hot this week. So got rid of that, and we're starting to stage a lot more summer flowers. We have some pentas here. We have some Angelonias, more Lisianthus. Some of them have been just drooping, and I don't know why. But lots of Angelonias, mahogany hibiscus. I think I showed you guys these in a previous video, but more salvia, gomphrena, and these will all be in the container garden eventually. And then back here we have the coxcombs. This is the the Brainiac Think Pink, and they're starting to get little bigger heads. Look how cute these are with the warmer temperatures. These are going to grow super fast. And then the Mad Magenta, I feel like they always grow super slowly until one day they're massive. So we have these staged here. But today we're going to pot up some sunflowers with some potting soil. I usually don't grow a ton of sunflowers in containers, but they are the cutest little accent in our container garden in the summer months. So we'll grow them every now and then, especially for like our June garden. I think they're gonna be really cute with the Lisianthus. So we always have a bird problem. We'll direct sow the seeds, but the birds will always eat the seeds out of the container. So I think I found a solution. So we have this crate here that we had in our crate garden. We didn't have any crates available before this. So I think I'm gonna pot them up here, fill them in, put soil around them, and then put this crate on top of them. Ooh, let's see if we can get this back down to protect them until they germinate. So we have about, I don't know, an inch. Let's see if I can get a little side profile. We really can't. We have about an inch, this much, maybe 2 inches, where they can grow up a little bit and kind of get some leaves on them. Really, we just wanted to get them a little bit established so they're not like seedlings before going in there, because the birds, like I said, the birds are vicious, but if they have some growth on them, usually a few pecks won't kill the plant. I'm gonna fill up these containers with some potting soil, and I'll show you guys what seeds we're planting in them next. So we have some seeds. They are the variety Junior, so they're gonna be a lot shorter than a typical one, which is perfect for these pots. Typically I plant 3 seeds in each one. So we're just gonna put 3 seeds and bury them about 1/2 inch deep. So we have this spot underneath this oleander that we're just gonna tuck them in, and and then we'll place the crate right on top of them. Okay, so this is what it looks like, and this is a different crate, but I think they have at least 2 inches to get tall, which is perfect. They're going to be able to grow, you know, at least one set of tree leaves before we put them out. I might actually put another crate full of them right here. So we do have some giant pots, and I think we're going to fill them all with Lisianthus. I was going to put Comfrena in here, but I think the Comfrena can wait. The Lisianthus need to get out of their tiny little cells, so we're going to bump up some Lisianthus in these pots. We're going to grab the other 2 that we picked up at the hardware store today and put them all right here for right now. Kind of a staging area before they go into the main display garden. And we do have some zinnias back here. This is kind of a holding bench for the stair step bench. We just have some cinder blocks and some 2x4s. And sometimes we'll put plants in between here, but we have some zinnias, some dwarf ones. These are the Dreamland Coral, I believe. I didn't label them, but we are going to pinch them because that'll help encourage branching. So just going to pinch off these buds, and then they'll send up some side shoots, which they already are. Oh, we have one right here. We pinched this one about a week ago, and look at these side shoots on here. So they're all going to do that, so we get some really good branching, which means nice flowers. So we have some Lisianthus here. This is the Arosa Champagne. We have the Celeb Madonna and the Arosa Champagne. So I think we're going to plant some Celeb Madonnas, Arosa Champagne, and I don't think we're going to plant brown in the containers. I think we're going to plant the Voyage Champagne, but we're going to wait for those to be ready. So we're just going to plant the brown, or sorry, the Arosa Champagne and the Celeb Madonna. We're actually going to plant the apricot. This is the Arena apricot. We left some plugs here so that we could plant some for ourselves. Now, some of these are rather leggy, so what we're going to do is we're going to plant them in our container, and then we're going to pinch them, but we're not going to pinch them right away. We're going to wait a little bit, probably a week to pinch them, just so that they get a little bit acclimated to the soil before chopping off the plant. But when we do pinch them, we'll pinch them about right there. So Kyle's going to open up the bag and he's going to fill up these pots. Hi, Rose. You helping us? You helping us? Lots of smells. Oh, yeah. So we spaced them real close together, probably around 3 inches apart, just so that it's like really nice and full. We're gonna fill these in, and then I'll show you guys what it looks like when we're done. So now it's time to play musical pots. We have all of these containers over here that are just waiting for a spot in the container garden. So we are going to bite the bullet on some of these plants just because it's getting hot soon, you guys, and some of them are just completely done blooming, like the ranunculus, this one's almost done blooming. This one is completely zapped. There's a few petals left, but we're just going to take them out and then replace them with some really pretty petunias and some snapdragons and a delphinium. So we're going to set up the camera, and you guys are just going to watch us move around some pots and play musical pots. Okay, we transformed the garden, you guys. We gave some of the petunias a slight trim, but it looks so good. It always looks tidier whenever we clean up things. I know it's always sad to get rid of plants, but sometimes you just have to. It's going to be 100 degrees this week. A lot of these plants are literally going to get fried. They're going to be done door, so we just kind of took some of these out of the misery that were already looking kind of rough, but we kept all the foxgloves and delphiniums, obviously. We took out some poppies and ranunculus that looked rather rough, and we replaced them all with some petunias that we have. Petunias are great this time of year. They do really well for us in that like 70 to like 90 degree temperature range, so we really rely heavily on petunias really in April and May. These are all supertunias. These are some of our favorites that we grew this year. Oh my gosh, Bermuda Beach just has a really gorgeous pinky coral tone to it. I love how they fade to kind of to like a blushier tone. Absolutely lovely. We love that. It's a nice compact habit. We love pairing them with the Tiara Pink. These are the new Supertunias this year. And I didn't realize how trailing these were. They're actually a great spiller. If you want a great spiller in your containers, check out a Tiara Pink. It's a great option for that. And in the back, we have a few more mounding Supertunias. We have the Supertunia Mini Vista Midnight, kind of a more compact Supertunia. Love her. She has a great compact growth habit to her. Next to her, we have the Vista. Absolutely lovely as well, the Supertunia Vista Jazzberry. But all these Supertunias look so well with the Snapdragons and the Campanulas. And then we have the Foxglows and Delphiniums behind here. So thanks for watching, you guys, and I'll see you in the next video.